You ever had someone talk to you like you're beneath them? Like you don't even deserve basic respect? Yeah. That night, I learned that sometimes karma doesn't need years to work. It can happen in 5 freezing minutes. My name's Ethan, and back in 2019, I was driving for Uber in Detroit. What started as a normal pickup turned into the most satisfying moment of instant justice I've ever delivered. If you've ever been disrespected for just doing your job, this story's for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up, because tonight we're serving cold poetic justice. Emphasis on cold. It was early December, that kind of Detroit night where the air bites your face the second you step outside. I'd been on the road since 7 p.m., trying to make enough before the snowstorm hit. Around 11:30, a ping came in, pickup for passengers, downtown Detroit, 5 minutes away. Easy money. I drove through narrow streets lit by flickering lamps, music humming low in the background. When I reached the pickup spot, the GPS told me I was right there, but the street was empty. So I called a number. A polite guy answered, maybe mid-40s, calm tone. Hey man, we're right here on Jefferson near the pub. You close? Yeah, it should be. I replied, maybe I'm a building off. Then I heard muffled voices behind him, laughter, and then another voice. This new voice wasn't polite. He snatched the phone and said in this thick British Indian accent, sharp and impatient, listen, mate, we're freezing out here. You said 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago. I blinked. I'd been on the line for 20 seconds. Sir, I'm just down the block. Maybe you're on the wrong. He cut me off. There's no wrong block, all right? We're standing here in the bloody cold while you circle around like a lost puppy. Do your job properly, yeah? That last, yeah, hit different. The way he said it, like I was dirt. My jaw clenched. My hands tightened around the steering wheel. I dealt with drunks, late-night jerks, and impatient teens. But something about his tone sliced straight into my nerves. All right, got it, I said flatly. He smirked through the phone. Good. We'll be waiting. Click. I looked at the dark street ahead. No one there. And for a moment, I thought about letting it go. But then I imagined him standing there, warm coat, hands in pockets, barking orders as a stranger just trying to earn gas money. So I did something I'd never done before. I took a deep breath and hit cancel ride. Then I drove away. No shouting, no message, just silence, and the cold air humming through the open window. 5 minutes later, another ride request came in, same area. As I turned back toward Jefferson, I passed by the same corner, and there they were, 4 guys, arms crossed, looking at their phones, confused and shivering. The rude one was pacing, rubbing his hands together, muttering something I couldn't hear. That sight was pure therapy. I didn't smile. I didn't laugh. But inside, something in me finally exhaled. Sometimes, revenge doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes, it's just letting people feel the weight of their own arrogance. The next morning, I checked my inbox. Uber had automatically charged him a small cancellation fee. Not much, just a few bucks. But it was poetic. They paid for their attitude, literally. I imagined them trying to call another driver, standing in the freezing wind while their breath fogged the air, waiting 10 more minutes for someone else. That night, I realized something powerful. You don't have to raise your voice to teach someone a lesson. Sometimes, walking away is a lesson. Not every revenge needs flames or fury. Some people need silence and a dose of their own impatience. Respect costs nothing, but when you lose it, the world has a way of charging interest. If that cold slice of karma made you grin, smash that like button and tell me in the comments. Have you ever wanted to leave someone out in the cold for being disrespectful? Subscribe for more true stories of real-world justice. Because sometimes, revenge doesn't have to be cruel. It just has to be earned.